for the time that has given to us to present our material today about technology for teaching and learning, second language writing. Before that, I will introduce our group. I myself Theodora Cinta Sukartini Zara as the moderator and the first presenter also. Anita Francisca Mendrova and the second presenter. And the last presenter is Agnes Jessica Lasse. Okay, let's start. Part A, technology for second language writing. The wide variety of technology second language writing can be divided into the general categories. The most general purpose of the three is the first, Web 2.0 applications, which allow the authorship of multiple users to contribute content to online public repositories. And the second category is automatic writing evaluation system developed specifically for analysis and feedback to authors during the writing process. We will discuss later for this second part. For the third categories are corpus-based tools, which serve as reference for writers as they strategically examine the language used in the existing collection of electronic text. A lot of software exemplifies each of these categories, but we've selected a few to illustrate the capabilities that authors offer with tools of each of the three types. The next part B, Web 2.0 applications. Web 2.0 applications mean here is include the variety of social media sites such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and others, as well as blogs. For second language learners, the sites provide unprecedented opportunities to experiment with the language in settings where the language appears before and communicates with real audience rather than being confined to communication for practice within the language classroom. For example, Lang8 is a good example of social networking. Networking site designed to encourage second language communication by creating a communication where language learners are matched with native speakers of target language. Each members can contribute to the virtual language learning community by writing posts in the language they are learning and giving feedback or making corrections to other members' writing posts in his or her native or stranger language. And then, compared to traditional word processing software, Google Documents is unique in its capability for real-time collaboration, including editing, commenting, and chatting by and among multiple users on a shared file. Additionally, the composing and version history on Google Documents is automatically saved, and a record of the entire composing process is available for review. A complete page of writing can be published online or downloaded in different file formats, including Microsoft Word, PDF, plain text, HTML page, and so on. As the collaborative writing platform, Google Documents has gained popularity in language teaching classroom at all levels. Next, the part C, Automate Writing Evaluation. Automate Writing Evaluation System utilize sophisticated natural language processing techniques and machine learning to create tools that are more powerful than traditional spelling and grammar checkers. Natural language processing technology have become sufficiently widespread that a number of their systems have been developed, altered because of the substantial research required to develop them. They are typically not freely available on the internet. Here are Criterion, Turnitin, and WritingPal, which are among the widely used automated writing evaluation systems. The first is Criterion. Criterion is a web-based commercial writing evaluation and feedback tool developed by education testing service. Criterion targets the writing instruction both in K-12 programs and higher education and provides holistic score and feedback based on level-specific models considering both the age and proficiency levels of the learners. Building on rather an automated scoring engine, Criterion is capable of providing holistic scores. Example, 1 until 4 and 1 until 6 points. To the essay written to its own purpose. In addition, detailed diagnostic type feedback in a mixture of both direct and indirect feedback formats is available in 5 categories: grammar, usage, mechanic, style and organization, and development. There are some benefits of Criterion, such as students have more opportunity to practice writing at their own pace, get immediate feedback, and revise as essay based on the feedback. And then teachers can decrease their workload and free up time to concentrate on the content of student work and teach higher level writing skill. And the last is administrator can make data decision and easily monitor district, school, and classroom writing performance. Okay, the second is Turnitin, was initially launched as an online plagiarism prevention service by eParadigm. Recently, through partnering with or acquiring other companies, eParadigm adds more function to Turnitin as transformed it from an originally checking tool to a comprehensive platform of online automated grading. For example, Turnitin has integrated Rater, the automated scoring engine development by ETAs, as well as language like Sight-Labs and like Sight Revision Assistant to enhance its grammar checking and assessment function. In addition, Turnitin facilitates teacher feedback by providing frequently used comments and rubrics as well as a voice commenting tools. Turnitin can be integrated with mainstream learning management systems such as Blackboard Learn, Moodle, Canvas, and so on. Turnitin targets customers in the field of education, including educators and students in middle and high school, colleges, and universities. Turnitin also provides online tutorials and training to teachers, students, and school administrators. And the last, developed by Science of Learning and Educational Technology. Lab and Arizona State University, WPALS, intended users are native English-speaking students in high school. However, English language learners in high school and college, freshmen have also been included in some empirical studies of WPOL in the United States. Unlike other ultimate working evaluation tools, WPOL is described as a writing strategy instruction tool based on four principles for teaching writing, namely strategy instruction, modularity, extended practice, and formative feedback. Accordingly, WPOL provided 8 animate learning modules covering the typical writing process, including writing strategies in the pre-read writing phase and drafting phase and the revision phase. Okay, that's all for me, and will be continued by the next presenter.
The next part F, about empirical research on L2 writing technologies. Empirical investigation into usefulness of writing technologies for L2 writing have been undertaken for each of the categories of writing tools introduced above. Research encompasses a range of methodologies to address questions about learners' writing strategies, their language use, their writing practice, attitude, and writing outcomes. Last, about L2 writing with Web 2.0 application, social networking sites, and Wikitype 2 as representative Web 2.0 platform have allowed the research to investigation L2 writer engagement in meaningful social interaction as well as collaborative writing 2010. Recent research has shown that collaborative writing on web-based word processing tools such as Google Chat benefits learned writing development, drive peer editing, and meaning-related revision. For example, Kassier, Bybowski, and Borks 2012 investigation the use of Google Docs in a team-based project oriented L2 writing. Research has found the success of using wiki-based approaches to teaching L2 writing depends on factors including text type, writing topic, grouping methods, grouping dynamics, learners L2 proficiency level, and so on. For example, Aiden and Yates 2014 studied the collaborative writing process of informative and decision-making topic. The benefits of using Web 2.0 application for peer review in particular are well documented by Sen 2014, who carried out an interpretive synthesis of 20 empirical studies of technology-mediated peer feedback published from the technologies involved in these studies include synchronous and asynchronous tools such as email, course management system, blog website, online form, real-time communication software, and Microsoft Word. Okay, this is about that. Thank you. I will going explain part E about summary of essay writing tools. The pedagogical writing tools described above and summarized in table 6.1 serve as an illustration of the technological support available to learners and teachers. In view of the energy and expertise being applied to the development of writing software today, it is likely that the future improvement on these tools as well as additional tools will continue to appear. In this environment, the pressing needs of writers and advances in technology are likely to result into development ahead of research on how people write and learn through the use of the tools.
Hello everyone, now I'm going to tell you about the last part of our material. This is first, essay writing and hour. In the past decade, research has examined the use of hour for helping learners with their writing. That in some cases, these promising tools can be challenging to implement with the intended effect. For example, in a critical analysis, Davidson and Piketty 2014 evaluate outcome from research encompassing our systems, especially designed as tools for providing corrective feedback in the writing classroom. Overall, they found only modest evidence that our feedback has a positive effect on the quality of the text that students produce using hour, with the exception of few cases where the research report error correction improvement in student text. Another issue identified in research on hour is that the ultimate corrective feedback in our system needs to be implemented in view of the target audience and learning context. For instance, Chen and Cheng in a qualitative study investigation the use of hour in EFL classroom context in Taiwan found that our feedback can be more effective when combined with the teacher feedback. However, this study did not investigate the effect of the different feedback approach on writing production. Second is essay writing and corpus-based technology. Empirical study of corpus used for data-driven learning have yielded positive findings. For example, based on Gartner examined the effect of a data-driven learning approach on ESL undergraduate student use of linking adverbials. Two data-driven learning activities were designated as statement. One, indirect corpus used by showing a coordinates line and short context reading. Two, delayed corpus consultation using the COCA and the Michigan Corpus of Upper Level Student Papers or MECUSP. Thus, an analysis of pre and post treatment essay produced by the student in a control and treatment group based on Gartner found that the student in the treatment group used more academic linking adverbials with a higher accuracy in their post-treatment essay compared with the student in the control group who received traditional instructional on a linking adverbials. Investigation of English language learners' interaction with corpus-based material through micro-level analysis of learners' behavior has related positive learning outcomes associated with intensive interaction with corpus tools. For example, based on Park Vo with the 3 Chinese undergraduates in academic English writing class at a USA university and analyzed their use of Google custom search on a corpus of academic text based on screen recordings, oral and written reflection, and student essay. Analysis reflect that Zili, Ahmad Dorson, and Volker Higlemer students were active in solving language issue tasks, retrieving, evaluating, and appropriating search results from the corpus. Park highlights the importance of evaluating and analyzing query results on the student part, which calls for careful learning training in auto writing class. The last is future research and development. Findings from empirical research on auto writing technologies are promising. The availability of a wide range of technology has the potential to facilitate the auto writing teaching and learning process. At the same time, it also challenges auto writing practitioners and research to investigate the best technique and strategy to utilize this technology to best answer the specific needs of their learning context. More emerging technologies are yet to be incorporated in auto writing activity, auto writing pedagogy, and auto writing research. Some of the new technology currently under investigation are learning analytics, embedded in course management system, keystroke logging, as well as tracking.